Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. As you guys already saw in the title, I will be talking about my favorite books of 2021. Without any further ado, let's get started. Romance. It's something I don't like, but last year I decided to read maybe just one story, and the one that I read is Dial A for Aunties. This one is a romantic comedy. It has some type of mystery. It's a really good story. I really enjoyed it. For it being my first romance book, I really liked it. I didn't think it was too cheesy or the romance was a little over the top. You know, sometimes romance books can have you rolling your eyes, and they tend to be a little too extra for me, but I really enjoyed this one. And I think if you want to start reading romance, this book is really good because it has comedy and you will never be bored. Who doesn't like a really good scary story? And last year I read two books that became two of my favorite of this genre. This is the first book I have read by this author. I think this book is actually quite popular, and I see why. Now I understand why it's really popular. And it's Mexican Gothic by Silvia Moreno Garcia. This book, I was expecting your classic haunted mansion type of story, but it blew my mind. Every twist of the story, I was not expecting it. It has a little bit of H.P. Lovecraft. Have I read H.P. Lovecraft? I have not, but I think some of the twist kind of was inspired. Like I said, the twist in this story were out of this world. I was thinking the story was going one way, and then the author throws me a plot twist, and it's so good, guys. I really recommend this book if you want something. It's not a fast read, but you will get through it eventually. And let me tell you, it is worth the read. Please go read it. Moving on, it's a book of an author I have already read, and I think it's an author you either hate or love. It's Horror Story by Grady Hendrix. There's a lot of people that don't really like the way he writes his female characters, but I don't know. I think you have to look into the timeline where the story is taking place. Anyways, I thought this one was a zombie apocalypse type of story, but it was not. Again, I was thinking the story was going one way, but then the author gave me something else, something I was not expecting, and I really enjoyed it. I think the story is really good. So it's not a zombie apocalypse story, which makes me sad, but it does have ghost, a store being haunted by an evil spirit, and just employees of the store, of the IKEA type of store, being haunted and just having to stay the night in this store where a lot of creepy things start to happen. And I think it's a really fun story. If you are looking for something that's not too scary, I really recommend that one. What is romance? For those of you who don't know, it's kind of like a BL story. Sometimes they have just like BL, a 18 plus tag or a mature tag. They talk about a lot of different topics, so please make sure to always check the trigger warnings for each book you want to read. One of my favorite books that I've read last year of this genre or subgenre, if you want to call it that, is this one, Unhinged, Necessary Evils Unhinged by Only James. I'm sorry if I butchered the name. In this story, we follow two characters, Adam and Noah. One of them is a psychopath who is kind of like a hitman. He goes on In one of his missions, he meets the other character, and the relationship starts low, and it's a really good story. I liked it. It's a dark romance, so do check the trigger warnings for this one before you read it. Let's move on to the next book. This one has a lot of the things I enjoyed, which is mystery, it has crime, it has a person that can see ghosts. I think they're called mediums. I'm not really sure. Ghost of Lights by Alice Winter. In this one, we follow Hiro, who is the character that can see and talk to ghosts. And then there's Maddox, a grumpy police man. And their relationship doesn't start off the right foot because Maddox is a really grumpy guy. He doesn't like working with Hiro, mainly because he doesn't believe that he can see and talk to ghosts. But they are forced to work together to try and solve a mystery involving a lot of killings in the city. If you are a fan of the trope Grumpy Sunshine, this one is for you. I really recommend it. It's a fun story. That's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. It's a really short one. And if you guys are interested in reading any of the books I talked about in this video, please let me know down in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye bye.